everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here today. Today is Monday, September 9th, and I am hopping on today to do a wheel review of one of my 3 wheels. I've already done my polywog, so you guys have seen that. If you haven't already, I'll try to remember to link it up above. I just go through the basics of what the wheel does, what it looks like, how it works, and what I think of it. And my Monarch, and I haven't really talked about this much, I did mention it in a couple videos, I think previously, that my Monarch was in the shop, but I didn't really say why or how or anything like that. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. I'm actually going to do this particular video in 2 parts today because I'm running out of time today to get this video completed. This actually came this morning when I was out in the garden picking tomatoes, because I'm in a mad rush to get all of my garden stuff out before fall is upon us, and I'm ready to be done, but I don't want to leave any food out there. So this came this morning, or midday, and I started peeking at it, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna unbox it and start my video at least, and then I'll hop on in a few days when I had planned on doing this video and finish it off. But I can at least talk to you about why it went to the shop and how that went. I shipped this out, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. And let me tell you, that was a hard thing to do. Not only in my own mind, but I went to, so I didn't have any boxes this big. Usually we do. My husband works from home, and so we're always getting something in the mail. And at that time, I didn't have any boxes. And I wanted to make sure that she got there safely. I did have to, let me pause this and go get something before I complete my thought. Okay, so my Monarch is a big wheel. It's one of our biggest wheels, and it is not a foldable wheel. So she is huge and she's heavy. I did take off, she has wheels on, and in the next part of the video, we'll put everything back together so you can see how she works. And I took the foot pedals off. These are just attached to the base that she sits on. And so I removed those to lighten the load, but I didn't have a big enough box, and I wanted to make sure she was packed well and made it out to Washington. And so I decided to bite the bullet and pay some money, and I took her to the UPS store to have them pack it and ship it for me. So the deal with, let me talk about, first, before I get ahead of myself, let me tell you why I shipped her out. She had a knocking, the wheel was knocking up against the base of the frame, and I could not for the life of me figure out how to tighten it up. We tried a few different things and nothing seemed to tighten it, and it wasn't making it spin different or hard. It was just annoying. Spinolution wheels are very smooth wheels. There is very, very little sound that comes out of them other than, like a slight whoosh as it goes around. But even that you don't really hear. You do hear it, but it's nothing that, it's just the normal sounds of the wheel spinning. And so she had a knock-in, tried to fix it. And so I messaged back and forth with Spinolution. And at first, Mike at Spinolution thought I had one of the newer generation wheels. And he said, take a Allen wrench and just turn the screw on the thing. And I'm like, I don't have, there's no Allen wrench spot to turn it. So I messaged him back to let him know that. And finally we figured out that I had one of the earlier versions of my Monarch. So I've had my Monarch, I'll have to go and look back for sure. I think it's 4 years this year that I've had my Monarch. And so he said, and they have updated all of their wheels over the time, and I talked about this in another video too. They have upgraded and updated all of their wheels at some point. They all have things that people have suggested or just things that they have upgraded just to make the wheels better. And so Mine did not have that little spot where you could put the Allen wrench in to tighten up the wheel, and that's what it needed. So he said, ship it back to me and I'll redo the entire wheel for free and ship it back to you. The kicker in that is I did have to pay shipping to them. They did pay the shipping back. So it was a, you know, kind of a wash on both sides. But I'm excited to open her up. That's why I'm doing this right now. Even though I don't really have time to do this video, I'm doing this part because I don't want her sitting in this box for 3 days till I can get to it. So I wanted to pull her out and just show you what, and I didn't think, I'm sure I can find a picture of what, I don't know how much different she's going to look. I did not think to take a picture of her before I sent it out. But I did, as I was saying, I had a tough time taking this to UPS and mailing her. It was a busy day. Sorry. There we go. It was a busy day at UPS the day that I took her in. And so I walked in with this spinning wheel. And of course, spinning wheels are a novelty item to most people anyways. And the one gal in there looked at me and she said, let me get you somebody else. So she got the manager or something, and the gal's like, I don't even know how to box this or what's the best box for it. So, and then of course the manager had to ask, what is it? And I said, it's a spinning wheel. So we got all of that figured out, and it was expensive to have them pack it. I did learn that. But again, I wanted to make sure that it got there in one piece and was done properly. And so I don't know if next time I would pay to have UPS ship it. It was like $45 just to have them box it up, which I regretted a little bit afterwards, but it was one of those things I just let go, and I had them do it. And so she said, okay, I'm gonna we got all through the stuff. And so she put it up on the counter and gave me my receipt. And she's like, all right, that'll go out later today. And so I went out to my car and I'm thinking, okay, so she's got this wheel sitting there and they've got 100 people. It wasn't 100 people, but they've got a ton of people in the store. I'm like, how do they know? And so I'm looking at my receipt going, you know, how am I going to find out? Will I get a text that it's been shipped or received? And so I went back in and I'm like, so how am I going to find out that this was actually delivered? Because she's just sitting there on the counter, not boxed up or anything. And she said, 9 o'clock tonight, go on and check the tracking, and it'll show that she has been checked in and all of that. So I did that, and it was all fine. I didn't have anything to worry about. They checked it in, and so it went out. So like I said, that was 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And so she just came back today. So it took them about 2 weeks to fix it, redo it. And so we're going to unbox it, and hopefully we can get, oh, there's some of there's my Allen wrench, which I have a million of these, but my new Allen wrench for my new hole that will be on her. And the box today came a little bit crunchy, so hopefully, oh, all right. It looks like, let me see, I'll get this, let me put this right here, and then I'm going to get this box out of the way. That's all that's in here. So this is definitely my wheel. Nothing has changed except for, let's see. So this down here is different. I had a pin in there before. So now it's an adjustable thing, it looks like. And cardboard in here. Oh, this is not, so my, I can't spin it until I get my legs on it. So I think oh, yep, that's all different. Okay, so they've redone this right here. This is different. My old one had a pop-off circular thing right here. This does not just pop off anymore. And this right here at the base is new. And so I think it looks like they added a couple more things in here. So yeah, it is my wheel, only better. It doesn't look like they had to change anything out. So I am so glad to have her back. I'm gonna get the, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels back on and the foot pedal back on, and then I will finish out this video here in a couple days, but I just wanted to get this going and out of the box, and then I will talk about her more. So stay tuned. I will be back shortly. Alright guys, I am back. I unboxed this previously in the video, and now I want to go through all the pieces and parts that I have and the specifications of this the Monarch and what you can expect from it. Now I have the studio package, so you can get just the wheel, but I have all the bells and whistles. It is a production wheel. So let me just pull up my stuff here, make sure I have it, and I'll go through each and every piece and part. So you guys saw that I had it redone. They added this pin here, which I think you can see. And they also changed out this plate here. This plate used to have like a magnetic snap thing that would pop in. Now it has an Allen wrench hole right there where I can tighten it if I need to. That's actually how you would undo this to put your drive band on, because this is the arm that connects to the wheel. So all of this has been redone for me now. And it runs beautifully now. It fixed the issue I was having. What I was having was a lopsided wheel. I couldn't get it tight with how it was set up here. So they've remade all of these since I got mine. I think I talked about it a little bit. You have different options when you get the studio packages. So what I have is the studio package with the 8-ounce flyer head and the 16-ounce flyer head. So these come in 32-ounce flyer heads, and I'll have to peek when I go through the list of stuff. I also think you can get an even bigger one now. That wasn't an option when I got mine, but this is a big bobbin. So you get, with a studio package, you get both bobbin heads, your choices. You can get 4, 8, 16, 32 ounce, and I think there might be another one now. So I chose the 2 middle ones. It comes with 3 bobbins each, so you get 6 bobbins with your studio package. If you get the wheel, you get 3 bobbins with all of our wheels. Just with, even without the studio package, you will get 3 bobbins with your choice of your flyer head. And so it also comes with options on one of the things that I love, and I haven't used. These are all magnets. I showed that before. One of the things I love about the Spinolution wheels are these hooks. Make sure you can see that right there. That is right here. But if you like the orifice hole, you also get these options. So this comes with it too. With the studio package, you can get, these are just the orifice holes like all the other spinning wheels have. So that's one of the other options you can get. With the studio package, you get the Lazy Kate, which is kind of a neat, unique. So this can be either sat on the ground, and I've showed this before. It also has an option right here, and there is a slot right here that you can put this on and lock it in, and it sits right up here, which is super nice. And you have the nitty knotty, at least that's what I call it, and this actually fits on. It replaces well, it doesn't replace, let me show you what it does. It pops in right here. I'm doing this at a weird angle without breaking my light, and it goes right there. So this can actually, I'm not going to turn it because it's going to break my light, but this fits right on the wheel. So you would actually put this right back on here, just like this. So it is a mammoth of a wheel. This is their heaviest wheel. It is 25 pounds. Yes, it is 25 pounds. Let me take this down so I don't hit something or break something. And when you take this apart, it does come in 2 pieces, so you can store it flat, which is nice. And then this just comes right off like that. So those are 2 accessories you get. Let me grab my laptop real quick. I want to make sure I go through all of these. Again, it's 25 pounds. It does have wheels that are on it. So you can, with the handle up here, you can tilt it and just wheel it around. I don't have any problems taking it places because of the wheels. And so I will use it. And again, with it being the modular flyer head, you can exchange out the flyer heads, whatever sizes you get. That's super easy to do. There's just a knob right here, and you undo it, and the other one has the same thing, and you just switch them out. So that's super nice and convenient. Grab my mouse. Let me go down to the It has brakes also. I wanted to let you know that. I had someone come over and check it, and they're like, or try it out and check it out. And they're like, well, why would you need brakes? And once you get going on this thing, it goes. And it really, really just, it just goes. And so she's like, oh, I can see why you would need the brakes on this. So that's a unique feature to it. So the basic, again, you can get the basic wheel with the 3 bobbins, or you can look at the flyer or the studio packages. They come in 4 and 16 ounce, 8 and 16 ounce, 8 and 32 ounce, or 16 and 32 ounce. You can also get the 64 ounce flyer. So the 64 ounce flyer is going to be twice the size of this one. So it is going to be massive. It is a huge, 64 ounces is a lot. But if you're doing a lot of production spinning or art yarn spinning production, you would use that. So you can get, I don't think you can see it. The one I have does have laser engraving, not to break anything. I have laser engraving right here. That comes with the wheel, but you can get it fully engraved. And if you wanted to see pictures of some of those, you can get on the Spinolution website. I'll put it all down below. So the standard features of this are it spins fine to bulky. It has the open orifice hook. If you get the studio package, you do get the orifice hole things. It has the magnetic bobbins, which all of them do. I've showed that before. There's a magnet back here and the bobbin kind of locks in. This is magnetic also. It has a tension knob right here on the side. And drive band change, we already talked about that. It's quiet. It's ergonomic, has an ergonomic design. As big as it actually is skinny this way, so I slide it in behind my chair without any issues. So it's a big wheel, but it's not a big wheel. And let's see what else. It has the flyer has the pegs on it just like all the other ones do. We talked about the Lazy Kate. This is 25 pounds. It is 32 inches high, so it is a big, and this is not one of the foldable ones. I did want to say that. And this is made out of Baltic birch. So I think that is all I wanted to show you on this. Again, if you are local in Michigan and would like to try out any of these wheels, I'm always open to that, to come to our house to do that. You would be able to. Also, I did put out a video, what is today? So this video will go up Friday. I put out a video Wednesday yesterday and told you about some places where I'm gonna be coming up here soon, a couple of different places. And so if you wanna watch that video to find out where I'll be in Michigan, you can check that video out. I'll link it up above here. So I think that's it on the Monarch. She is a great wheel. She's an awesome production wheel, and gets the job done for sure. I could spend hours. I actually can spend hours with most of these wheels, and not have any problems with it at all because they're so well designed. So if you have any questions or interested in a Spinolution wheel, please contact me. You can put a comment down below. You can email me. All my information is down there. And yeah, so if you have any questions about the specific one, shoot a comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a fantastic day, a great weekend, and I hope you get to create something. Bye.